Hi Cancer, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot reader. This Cancer is your intuitive reading for the time between the 10th and the 24th of April. I'm going to draw as many cards as necessary. The first row are going to relate to this first week, the 10th to the 17th, and the second row are going to relate to the second week, the 18th to the 24th. It is an intuitive reading, so it might be about love, relationships, money, whatever, okay? Now, I always tell you that I'm a Reiki master and I never talk about Reiki, but I have actually been inspired now, intuitively guided now to include Reiki in your readings. So when we intend to do distant Reiki, we intend that it's for your highest good, and we also intend that you get it at the most appropriate time. So the Reiki will be triggered during this reading and you will receive that healing whenever it's appropriate for you to receive that reading, okay, at a specific time when it'll be triggered in this reading. I won't tell you when it is, but you will definitely get that healing if it's necessary for you, okay? So my darlings, whilst I'm shuffling, I've already meditated and shuffled. I'll do a little bit more of that on camera before we get started, but while I'm shuffling, please give this video a thumbs up, okay? Because that's how you can support my channel. Okay, let's get started. You have a few clarifying. Wow! Oh my gosh, I love that. I'm not showing it yet. The bottom of the reading. These are, as I said, for each week, but it's tarot time, so just sort of it's flexible. But I just use that as a guide. These are going to be at the bottom here are your clarifying cards. This is an intuitive reading, so I will know exactly when they are ready to be used in the reading, okay? And this is the card at the base of your reading, Cancer, the Two of Cups. Wow. Now, the card at the base of the reading is the perspective that you should see the reading through, or the overall energy of the time period, or the overall energy of this reading, and that is the Two of Cups. So Two of Cups, we're talking soulmates, we're talking love, we're talking commitments to things that we care dearly about, okay? And measured and balanced and reciprocated feelings on both sides, okay? That's absolutely, what a beautiful energy to have at the base of your reading. What? Oh, I'm loving it, Cancer. Okay, my darlings, just before I get started, I'm going to also show you the astrology for the month. Followers of Key Wisdom Tarot on Instagram and on Facebook will have already seen these. Feel free to follow, to head over there and to follow. This is the astrology. If you look below, you can get a description of the key dates. It is retrograde season again, and we've got a double full moon this month in or the second Libra full month in the last sort of 35 days, okay? So you can find that information below. And also, a very important transit right now is Venus in Pisces. This is really the universe helping us to heal from our romantic karmic love traumas, okay? So excuse me, so any sort of blockages in our heart chakras, anything that we're holding on to, this is a really important time to sort of release that type of energy. I have done a reading about this and for this time period, so you feel free please to check that reading out. Let's get started on your reading. This and this card wants to be out. In fact, this wants to be out first. So the first card we've got is the Three of Pentacles, and it's clarified by this card here. So this is for this week. So what a lovely start, actually. We've started with a 2, then we've got to number 3, and we've got a 3 of Pentacles. one of my favorite cards in the deck, because this for me is about you exercising your personal power, you behaving authentically to manifest the things that you want, and the universe and the other person or other people helping to cooperate and to bring those manifestations through for you. So whether if this is in a relationship, for example, this is you committing to putting energy into building a relationship, and this is the other person and the universe helping and cooperating to bring that relationship into reality. Okay, so it's a really beautiful card. It's number 3. Number 3 is also related to our third chakra, which is your solar plexus. Your sacral chakra. Hang on a second. Yeah, solar plexus, the third chakra, the sun. So that's about expansion, it's about truth, it's about authenticity, and it's about you being happy being you in the world is number 3. It's also a card of happiness, of joy, of clarity, of understanding. Pentacles energy is, as I said, about manifesting our security and the energy and the effort that we put in to manifesting our security. It looks like some of you, I should say, may be having conversations with people. It could be that you are wanting to reconcile with somebody. Remember, we've got the 2 of cups at the bottom of the deck here. It could be that you're wanting to reconcile with somebody, or it could be that you're wanting to, as I said, make a commitment to go in a direction that you are drawn in towards something that you love, a passion project, a new job, a new type of work, etc. The Knight of Swords is actually an energy. So all the court cards, the knights, the kings, the queens, are actual energy that you feel. So this is an inspiration or an urge to have a conversation, an urge to find out some information, an urge to do your research, an urge to post that tweet or that or that Instagram, etc., to reach out. We're going towards somebody or something with this energy, and you feel the urge to do it. It's almost like you're impatient. It's like you have to do this. So for some of you, it does look like a reconciliation is on the cards, or you are ready to get out there and start dating, or you are ready to go for it when it comes to love or claiming an opportunity and manifesting that opportunity. Remember, if you behave authentically, which this card suggests that you will, the universe and everybody else will work with you to bring this relationship, job, work situation into a reality. Okay, so that's a really beautiful start, isn't it, for this week? Wow. Cancer, I'm so happy because the energy has shifted for you, and I hope you can feel it. You know, when I do your reading, sometimes I get tearful, and I said to you, I'm picking up on the energies that some of the experiences and energies that you're going through. Well, it seems that there's been a shift, so I'm very happy to feel that. Okay, this wants to be out next. So as I say that this wants to be out next, we've got the 9 of Swords. Sword energy, our thoughts, our minds, our clarity, our consciousness, our communication. But I love this card because, it's horrible to experience this energy. It's horrible when we go through it. But what it reveals to us is really what we think, really what my anxieties are, really how I'm treating myself, how I'm thinking about myself, what I think about the other person or about this situation. It's revealed to us with the 9 of Swords. Remember, all the 9s are related to the Hermit energy and the Moon. So if you think about that, that's the Hermit and the Moon card are about awareness, are about bringing things up from below to the surface, and that is the energy of the 9 of Swords. So it's actually positive because it means that we can start moving through our healing. We've got the Devil energy here. This is, don't be afraid of the Devil. This is Capricorn's energy. I'm a Capricorn and I'm fabulous, as you well know. Okay, so read followers on Instagram and on Facebook. I did the post about the Devil energy in January, the Capricorn season, so you can read this post. And I talk about the Devil energy being about being committed to something. Okay, so being committed to producing something or to creating something or to manifesting something. This is like This is why people talk about Capricorns being so ambitious. It isn't something that we do because we're greedy. It's something that we feel a responsibility to manifest security for our families, for our friends, for ourselves. We feel a responsibility to the universe, to the world around us, to do that. And that's kind of how you're feeling. So for you, this is like you're realizing and understanding that you are stuck. You've been stuck feeling or thinking about yourself, about a situation in a certain way. And actually, it's time to change that when you see this, because it's not actually doing you any good. But as I said, with the Nine of Swords here, you are starting to see what has been holding you back, what has been keeping you suppressed, what has been stopping you from moving forward in the direction that you want to go. If it's toward a love connection or a commitment, this is you realizing the reason, for example, oh my gosh, the reason I'm staying single or staying in this relationship is because I do not think that I'm good enough. I do not think that I'm worthy. Sometimes we have these monologues in our minds for years before we start to hear them, before we get an opportunity like the Nine of Swords. We don't even hear that we put ourselves down anymore because we're so used to doing it. We don't even hear that we think that we're useless, or we think that we're pathetic, or that we repeat the things that those dodgy parents told you, or those dodgy friends told you, or those dodgy past partners told you. This is you finally realizing the damage or the hurt or the pain that somebody has inflicted on you. It's about seeing it and starting to release it. And as I said, you are being supported by the universe during this time to either stop something, I gave up smoking, or to begin something. Yeah? So this is you stopping this. This is you actually having the opportunity this week to release some of these negative emotions and thoughts and anxieties that you have been carrying for a long time because of a past relationship or a past commitment or a past connection that you had, okay? I feel like one of these is coming next. With next card, we've got the Knight of Wands. So again, the energy, it's palpable. You can feel it. You can feel, oh my gosh, right, that's it. I'm gonna go and have that conversation. I'm gonna go say that what I need to say, or I'm going to move. I'm gonna leave him, or I'm gonna leave her, or I'm going back to her, or I'm gonna ask her out, or whatever it is. But it's actually like you can't stop yourself from doing it. Almost, it's like you feel the excitement, the energy. Yes, you're nervous. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know what the outcome's gonna be, but you have to. It's like I have to do it. I have to say it. I have to go. I have to stay. It's that energy with the Knight of Wands. So you feel it now. And it's passionate. I'm feeling a huge amount of passion here. So for some of you, it is an actual relationship commitment. For some of you, it is a relationship commitment that you are ready to go for. I'm ready to go for it. I want to get back out there on the dating scene, or I thought I missed the opportunity with that person. I'm ready to go back and claim the opportunity with that person. I'm ready to tell them how I really feel. I'm ready to tell my dad what he did to me by leaving us, or whatever it is for you as an individual. Does that make sense? This is that energy. You are going for it. I was going to call you Pisces, and you are going for it, Cancer. I feel like this is connected to this, because look what happened. This is like low self-esteem. This is like not being happy with where you've been, what things have been like, how things have been. This is you, as I said, realizing that you've been putting your energy into this type of thinking. Finally, you can see it though. And it's time for you to move away from this now. This week, this month, Cancer, it's time for you to move away from feeling bad about yourself, feeling like you're worthless, feeling like you're no good. Feeling like, oh, I didn't take that job because you believe that you're not good enough. You didn't accept that date because you just thought, oh, they're going to be like all the others. But it's like you're realising it now and you're moving on from it. You're taking action to actively do something about it. And as I said, the universe is supporting you in that endeavour. The universe is supporting you in that endeavour. I'm so glad I see this because you're walking away from this energy. You're walking up. Yes. See what I'm saying to you? You're walking away from this now. You're leaving it behind. You're leaving this behind. The sadness, the hurt, the anxiety, the confusion, the feeling like I'm not able to. You're leaving it behind because you finally see it clear as a bell that the only reason you felt like this is because of this person. It's because of this person, this bad relationship, or as I said, the upbringing, or the disappointments from the past, which you were committed to, so committed to, you couldn't even hear the narrative in your mind. Well, you can hear it now, and you're moving away from it. You can get the help that you need. If it's about going for the counselling, right, I'm going to go get the counselling. Right, I'm going to tell my dad that he was useless, or whatever it is, or I'm going to tell, or I'm going to finally start dating again, or I'm going to finally put that sad part behind me, that sad part of my life behind me. You can see it now, clear as a bell. You can see it. You can see it. You can hear it all. You know what you need to do. You know what you need to cut out. You know what you need to include. You know what you need to stop. You know what you need to start. You know, and you're going to do it. And as I said, the universe is supporting you. This is also a gift. The universe is supporting you in this endeavour, in this movement. Look, different directions. It's on now. You're going for it. Oh, I'm excited. And Tiny's barking, so you know what that means. Look at, see, number 1, Magician. So now, come into this next week in April, the second week in April, or third week, I should say, you understand that you have everything that you need in order to manifest the life that you want, the security that you want, the relationship that you want, the healing that you want. You can do it. And you felt and thought for so long that you couldn't. And you probably didn't even realise it, some of you. You probably didn't even realise that you were carrying all this around with you, this baggage, this emotional baggage, because of that awful relationship or because of that awful experience. You know, bad things happen. And I say bad because everything that happens is meant to strengthen us. Everything that happens is meant to teach us how to love and accept ourselves and love and accept other people. That doesn't mean that you have to forgive, or, well, you should forgive. It doesn't mean you have to say, oh, well, okay, yeah, he treated me like, he beat me up, but I forgive him, you know, whatever, it's fine, I love you. No, it doesn't mean that. It means you've got to understand that situation was awful, what he did to you, or what she did to you, or what they did to you. But you can overcome it. And you are still worthy of love. And you are still capable of love. And you are worthy of healing. And you are capable of healing. You are capable of overcoming it. That's what this card is showing us. And you see that. You can see that finally. Because look because it's been, as I said, beneath the surface. Read the followers YouTube, on Insta and on Facebook, the post about the moon as well. What an interesting time that was. Pisces season. You didn't see me during Pisces season because I was swimming in the collective consciousness, in the 5D reality. Seriously, I can't even explain how intense that energy was. Read the post about the moon card. I talk about the moon card being a door that's opened to all of our experiences. It's like everything is now. It's like everything that's ever happened and everything that's going to happen is now. You can feel it. You can sense it. You can engage with it. And this is like you now. There's nothing going to be hidden from you anymore. It's like the falsehoods, the lies, the anxieties that you've been wrapped up in for so long, the pain, the hurt that you've been wrapped up in for so long. It's like you can see it all. You understand it. It's like, oh my gosh, I understand where it comes from. Oh my gosh, I understand why I felt this way. Oh my gosh, I understand now how that affected me. I understand now. I can see it. And I'm going to do something about it. Because I know that I can do something about it. Yeah, you can do something about it. So this, I mean, listen, I watch tarot, you watch tarot. And I know that people talk about, oh, someone might be lying to you, secrets and lies, manipulation. No. I look at the energies of what am I going to experience? What message is this giving me? What questions is this asking me? This is the question that it's asking you, Cancer. The questions it's asking you is, what has been hidden from you, within you, beneath the surface of you? It's not hidden anymore. You can see it. You can feel it. You can taste it. You can sense it. You know it. You understand what has held you back and why those things were so damaging. And it's time for you to make those changes now. It's time for you to make a commitment, a new commitment to yourself. It's time for you to say, do you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm ready to be in love. I can do it. I can be in a successful relationship, even if it didn't work in the past, even if she or he was a cheater or a liar or whatever. I know now that they manipulated me, or they damaged my self-esteem, or they made me feel inadequate. I understand now how it affected me. And now I know how it affected me. I can unlearn those lessons. I can retrain my mind. I can feel who I really am. I can connect with my personal power. And I said to you, might be both these actually, with this one. Because this is it. It's both these. Because number 8's karmic cycles. And sword energy, thoughts, minds, clarity, consciousness, communication. Stuck in a way of thinking that is not compassionate towards you. Not showing yourself compassion. Look. This is not, I say this isn't like decoration. This stuff isn't decoration. This is real stuff, people. This is where I pray every night or meditate every night before bed. You've got to have compassion for yourself. And at the moment, or you haven't had compassion for yourself, and you didn't even know. You just believed what he said or what she said or what they said. You believed that you deserved it. You just believed, oh yeah, I deserve to be treated like shit. I deserve to be cheated on, or I deserve to be used and abused. I deserve to be beaten up. You just believed it. Because they did it for so long. They chipped away at you. You just believed it. Well, no more. You're starting to see. The blindfold's being removed. You're starting to see. And look, whoa, man. My second favourite card in the deck. This is, I always tell you, when you see this card, you know the universe is paying attention to your life, to little old you. The universe is saying, okay, it's time now. It's time. We have to change this now. It's time. That's what the universe is saying with this. When we see the Tower card, it's like, it's time. The universe is literally reaching into your life and changing this for you. It's helping you to get out of this way of thinking. It's helping you to snap out of it. This is the Pope card. The Hierophant, the higher wisdom card. The messages from the universe, listening to them, hearing them. That's what this is. That's what this is. It's time for change. The universe is bringing in change from this way of thinking, from this lack of compassion that you've been showing yourself. You didn't even know that you weren't being compassionate towards yourself. Well, now you know. And the universe is saying, do you know what? It's time for love. And it might be that that's actually what happens. It might be that the universe actually allows you to meet a person instantly like that, out of the blue, walking your dog, bang, going to the shop, there you go, meet the love of your life, or an apology is received, or whatever it is, or someone gives you a compliment, and it just, I don't know, something good happens anyway. This is positive. This is like happy. This is like wisdom is being granted. Wisdom, clarity is being given to you. And that's going to allow you to remove these ropes that bound your arms, that stop you from moving forward, to remove this blindfold that has stopped you from seeing the toxicity of the past and how it's affected you. It's all well and good knowing, okay, I had a bad experience in the past, so that's a bad experience, I don't want to repeat that. But you don't realise the layers that type of experience can build on you, on your self-esteem, on your identity, on your perspective. If you have a bad relationship, it doesn't just affect your next relationship, it affects your life. If you think you're inadequate in relationships, and you think you're inadequate in work, you think you're inadequate in friendships, you think you're inadequate in your family, you think you're inadequate in all sorts of areas. You might not even learn to drive because you're like, well, I'm no good, I can't. It seeps into your consciousness. It seeps into your identity. Well, no more. This is the universe bringing that clarity in for you. This is the universe saying it's time for this to change. It's time for these shackles to be removed. It's time for you to see and to know and to recognise how you've been affected by that toxicity. The universe is bringing that clarity in for you. I feel like this card wants to come out. There you go. This is your destiny. This is literally, it's time for healing. It's time for you to heal on every level. On every level. It's time for you to heal. And as I said, for some of you, it will be an actual relationship that helps you to do that. It will be that. And that might be a friendship or a relationship, a love relationship, passionate relationship, sex, all that stuff. Could be that. It's a commitment, though, to self and a commitment to somebody else, or something that matches you, that's right for you, that's good for you, that's healing for you. That's what's coming in. That is what's coming towards you in April. There's been too much time spent where you have felt not good enough because of someone from the past or something from the past that was damaging to your self-esteem. More than damaging to your self-esteem, crippling actually, stifling. And it's time for healing. I love this card. I spent some time with this card during Mercury, with this energy during Mercury retrograde, and I have such an understanding now, such a higher understanding of the earth signs, the star card, the earth signs, the number 8s, such a higher understanding of these cards now. I won't go into it now because we'll be here all day, but it's such a beautiful energy is a star, and what a blessing to have in your life. And this is what's being removed. This is clarifying this. This is what's being removed. And did I say that in your... I hope I said that in your reading, because I've said that in everybody else's reading. That during this time, the universe is removing these swords. The universe is The universe is doing it. The universe is bringing in healing, bringing in awareness. It's healing. The universe is helping us to heal our heart chakras. And the pain that we've felt. The pain that we have felt. The sadness that we felt, the hurt that we felt, the universe is helping us, with Venus being in Pisces, to see that. Remember, this is Pisces card. This is Venus in Pisces. Oh, this is Pisces. The universe is helping to remove, helping you to see and uncover and recognise that these swords exist. And it's actually taking them out for us. Healing your heart chakra, giving us new emotional experiences. We might become pregnant for the first time, or become parents for the first time, or have a relationship, a real relationship for the first time that actually matches, that's right for us, that feels good. Having new experiences that feel good, having fortunate events. Look, you might think you're not a lucky person. You might have lucky events happen because it's time for you to really feel new experiences in your heart space. That's what's happening right now. That's what's happening for you in the month of April. Look, what a nice card to end on. This is your Reiki signal, by the way. What a nice card to end on. Your efforts will be rewarded. The scales will be balanced. So all the suffering that you went through and the energy that you've put in to try to overcome that suffering will be rewarded, will be reciprocated. For some of you, it will be with love. For some of you, it will be a relationship or a new connection, commitment that helps you to feel alive again, good again, gives you some new good experiences. I had a personal reading last week with a lady, she's not a Cancer, she's in the US, and I did the reading and I sent it to her and she rang me and we were on the phone for about an hour, and I said to her, there was 3 gentlemen in the reading and one of them, they were all ones, and I could feel the passion. I was like, oh my gosh, I said, he's not going to be in your life forever, but you need him in your life because he's giving you this injection of energy, this amazing sex. And I said, he's going to give you this, and it's only short-lived, but you need it. And the universe is giving you that to reawaken your heart chakra, your heart space, your sacral chakra. It's reawakening your passion. And that's what I feel for you. It's like you're going to be given something that's going to reawaken you in some way, that's going to help you to feel this new injection of energy, this new injection of positivity, this new injection of hope and love in a tangible way, in a real way. So it might be, as I said, that you get money or a job or a love relationship, but you're going to get something tangible that's going to feel like luck, that's going to feel like, oh my gosh. And that's because the universe wants you to reawaken this heart space. The universe wants you to have some new emotional experiences that are going to help you to feel good because you've suffered long enough, and your suffering's not for nothing. Your suffering's not for nothing. Your suffering's not for nothing. What a beautiful way to end your reading. By the way, when I spoke to her, she was like, Ruth, you were so right. He was really fit. She said, oh my gosh, Ruth. Anyway, it was a private reading, darling, so I won't go into it. But anyway, it's that same type of energy, that same injection of new experiences in that heart space, okay? Healing, real, true healing from something that you may have held on to for years and years and years. It's time to heal that. And that's why I love this card, because the universe has paid attention, the universe has listened and heard you, and they're bringing in that healing right now. Some of you could be having some love. Okay, I'm going to stop there because otherwise I'll be here all day. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to share the content of my channel on your social media, your Facebook, your WhatsApp, etc. You support my channel by subscribing, by clicking the bell for notifications, by leaving me your comments, which I love to read. And you can also follow Key Wisdom Tarot on Instagram and on Facebook. There is a reading which I suggest you watch, actually, because it's about your healing. Had a very good response, actually, and comments and conversations with people that have already viewed this reading. I definitely urge you to watch it if you haven't. It's called Venus in Pisces, and it's that date. So I definitely recommend you watch it. And there's also a twin flame reading as well, which was an intuitive reading I uploaded about this time that we're in now, this current spring energy that's coming forward. And so that for those of you interested in a twin flame or in a soulmate connection, union, etc., you definitely check that out as well. Okay, Cancer, thank you so much for being here. I will see you all again very soon with your next reading. Take care, my darlings. Bye.